Welcome to Pound Define. This is a game of obscure jargon, fake definitions, and expert tomfoolery. Our contestants checked their imposter syndrome at the door because they either know what these words mean or they're going to fake it till they make their peers think they know. Let's introduce our players in the order they will be playing. First up, she's our female equivalent of Matt Ryer, and if you don't know what I mean, you will know as soon as she begins talking. It's Angelica Hill.
Hello. I'm very excited to be here. I hope to prove my worth outside of just being the female replacement for Matt Ryer because he couldn't make it today. That is the goal, is to win and also usurp Matt Ryer as the best Brit on this podcast.
Well, I like your odds. Playing second, our friend, fresh off of Oxide and Friends, Matthew Sanabria. What's up, Matt?
Hey, what's up? Glad to be here and fake it, even though I made it, right?
You did make it. You showed up in the right place at the right time, but you still might have to fake some things. Playing third, he's mysterious. He's a breakmaster. He's our beat freak. He's Breakmaster Cylinder.
Hi.
What's up, BMC? How are you?
Fine, I think. Thank you for having me on Science Layer.
We are very excited. We wanted to have you to talk about the new album, After Party, but you're like, we've talked about music a lot. Let's do something else. And so I was like, come play a game with us.
Yeah, thanks. I know nothing about this, so it's perfect. I can talk about music.
But if I were to ask you about our brand new album called After Party, what would you say about it?
Oh, God, it's just the best. Oh, man. The sounds, the notes, the levels.
The beats. Yes.
Unreal.
And new to the changelog, but not new to me. We've been Omaha acquaintances for many years. It's John Henry Moeller. What's up, man?
Oh, hey. Hello from Omaha. You're somewhere.
Hello also from Omaha. Well, the greater Omaha area. Not better than, but just outside is where I live.
All right.
Maybe also better. I don't know. We'll see. And playing last, because we are gracious hosts around these parts, my partner in podcasting, Adam Stakoviak. What's up, man?
What's up? I'm here to win.
Fifth time's a charm.
Time to find 5. Here we go.
And of course, I'll be your not so humble host, Jared Santo. Here is how the game works. We have 10 rounds of play or 15 points scored, whichever comes first. I will present a word. You all will either know the definition of the word and submit that to me, or you will make up a fake definition that acts as if it's the actual definition and see if you can trick everyone else into selecting yours. If you know the correct definition immediately, you get 3 points, and you also get to take a break and sit that round out because you already know the answer. If after I read all the definitions, you guess the correct one, you get 2 points. And for each person you trick into selecting your definition, you get 1 point. Now, if all 5 of you fail in any given round to select the correct definition, your not so humble host, receive 4 points. And if I do that enough times, you all lose, which would be rad, I think. And your word for round 1 is Baryon. Baryon, Baryon. Please submit to me your definitions now.
I'm just adding some finesse to mine. I know the definition. I just need to, make sure I've explained it clearly enough.
Fair. Smart even. See, this game is nice because you get time to check your email and maybe code up a feature. It's not like a typical podcast where you have to be on the whole time.
That's nice. I'm going to find a therapist.
You might have enough time.
We are not allowed to use the internet.
Correct.
I just assume.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin the game.
Nobody wants that.
Can you hear this?
Ooh, we're off on a quest.
Oh, you hear it? You do hear it.
Have you ever played Bomb Corp? It's one of those Jackbox party games.
No.
This sounds like the intro music for it. Basically, you defuse bombs, you
I was
know?
going to say I played Bomberman.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Check it out. It sounds a very similar vibe.
All right, so Adam and BMC are both trailing indicators. This, I think, is the actual track that I use in the produced episode during this time. It's kind of nice, right?
It's giving me Black Mirror vibes from the recent season.
This is a BMC original. It's called Study Hall Adventure.
Ooh.
Do you remember making this one?
I do. I remember the video game I was picturing while writing it.
Was it Bomb Corp?
Nope. Maybe, I don't know.
You've made so much music in your life, I wonder if you like forget songs, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
Well-
Titles especially.
Yeah. All right, Adam's in.
I'm also known for going last.
Yeah, so BMC's winning, beating you.
But it's good. You're thoughtful before submission. I got stressed out and submitted it, and then I ended up editing the message after I sent it.
Do you want to
So I got-
resubmit?
No, I can edit the message once I've sent it to you.
Well, but I copy it out of there and put it somewhere else. I'll recopy
No,
it.
it was just slight grammatical errors that I
No.
needed to correct.
I'll recopy it then, so I get your
Thank you.
edits.
Appreciate it. And I added a little clarification on the end just to make it crystal clear. Is this on the album?
No, it is not.
No.
This is actually a really long
It's like
track.
50 minutes long. They were like,
Yeah.
make it one level. Like if it was a hard level and you keep playing it over and over for like an hour, and
Yeah.
you sort of get used to the same music playing over and over. Do it like that.
I have all definitions for Baryon. I will read them now, and then you all will guess which one you think is correct, starting with Angelica and going from there. So, Baryon, a universally recognized culinary term for a cooking technique that covers the entirety of a cake or pastry in various berries. Berry covered or enrobed in berries. It originates from the Greek berry for berry and on to put on. So, Baryon. That was number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, the byproduct of a chemical reaction between two or more gases. Number three, a particle used as a comparison marker in microscopic weight measurements. Number four, a chemical mixture often used in sterilization for surgery. Number five, a new element under review to be added to the periodic table of elements. And number six, composite particles made up of three quarks, such as protons and neutrons. There you have it, 6 possible definitions for baryon. It's now up to you all to decide which one is the actual definition. Starting with Angelica, which one do you think is real?
I mean, I feel like they're chemical, molecular, or culinary. These are my 3 options.
Yes.
Can I hear the third one again, please?
Yeah, the third one was a particle used as a comparison marker in microscopic weight measurements.
Okay. The one about medical procedures, I think, isn't right.
The one about a chemical mixture often
Yeah.
used in sterilization. So that's number 4. You think that's it or not it?
No, not it.
Why not?
I just don't think it's correct. Something in my
Okay.
bones tells me. It
Okay.
just doesn't. I feel like if a doctor came into my room and said, "Oh, we're about to inject you with Baryon," I'd be like, "No, you're not."
Very
so-
assertive of you.
Based on the sound alone, I'm
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
let you do the thing that you are went to school to do. Okay. All right.
No, I mean, I'd ask a little bit more. You know, I need a little bit more context on this strangely named chemical you're about to put to my body.
Is that vibe doctoring?
Oh, I think that it might be.
It's just not the vibe.
Yeah.
Let's call it something else.
All right.
I think it might need to be the second one that I asked you to repeat.
Okay.
Which one was that one?
The second one or the second one you asked me to repeat?
The first one that I asked you to repeat.
Okay.
That I
Number
believe
3.
was the second option.
Number 3 was a
Yes.
particle used as a comparison marker in microscopic. That's yours right there. Okay. We'll lock that in.
Yes.
All right, Matthew, which one do you think is real?
There was a number of them, of the definitions around chemical sort of deals.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were maybe 2 or 3 of them. Can you repeat those?
So definition number 4 was a chemical mixture often used in sterilization for surgery.
Okay.
Number 5 was a new element. Is that the one you're thinking of or no?
Possibly.
And number 6 was composite particles made up of 3 quarks.
Quarks or quirks?
Quarks.
You're going to need to say that better.
Q-U-A-R-K-S.
Say it better, Jared.
I'm saying it as best as I can. There's also number 2, the byproduct of a chemical reaction between 2 or more gases.
Oh, so there's like 4 chemically definitions.
There's a lot that are in the same little category.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. What are you
so
thinking?
I think since there's so many chemically things,
Maybe it's wrong.
it sounds like it would be around. Maybe it could either go one way. It's either it's completely wrong or it's like in the area.
It's a lot of made up stuff, man. That's what it is.
Okay. I think I'm going to choose the one that you couldn't pronounce well.
Okay. So quarks?
Yeah, that one.
All right.
Quarks.
That choice was quirky. Okay. Now we go to BMC. What do you think?
Gases. Yeah, I have notes.
Good job.
Gas.
I like how efficient you are. Yeah, it says gases right there.
Tangible. I like having a pencil. It's gas.
BMC takes 2. John Henry, your turn.
Number 3 was the one that was the measurement one.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm going to go with that one. I think.
All right, so you're going with Angelica. She picked that one as well. So we have 2 for that one. And lastly, Adam.
Would it be a total pain to have you repeat them all?
Absolutely. Which one do you need?
All of them.
Which one specifically?
Let me summarize all 6 in order, okay? I'm not going to read them verbatim. Number 1 was the culinary one. Number 2 was the byproduct of 2 or more gases. Number 3 was the one that's used in microscopic weight measurements. Number 4 is the chemical mixture used in surgery, except for not Angelica surgeries. Number 5, a new element under review to be in the table of elements. And then number 6, composite particles made up of 3 quarks.
I'm thinking element. It's a new element.
You're going for a new element.
That's right.
Okay. All right. All 6 answers are in, but who landed on the right definition? Let's start right there where we left off. Adam, you selected a new element under review to be added by the period to the... Adam, that was yours.
You gotta go away, boy. I love you.
He was distracted. He was distracted.
Did you see Patrick?
I know. Go with Patrick.
I'll drink.
Mom's away. Dads will play, okay? I had to watch a little bit of SpongeBob real quick, but I'm back.
He's back.
Are you distracted, Adam? Because you selected your own definition.
Oh, no, that was on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so selecting your own, while it may trick other people, you get 0 points for doing that. And you went last, so the trick couldn't happen either. Interesting. Let's move on
Yeah.
to...
It's safe though, right? Because then you're not.
It is a safe play. Let's move on to what BMC thought it was, the byproduct of a chemical reaction between 2 or more gases. He even wrote down gas right there on his piece of paper. That was Matthew's. So 1 point to Matthew. Speaking of Matthew, he thought it was the quirky one that I couldn't pronounce. And you know what? That's exactly what baryon is. So he got it correct. Baryon, composite particles made up of 3 quarks, such as protons and neutrons. You get 2 points.
So everyone you mispronounces the definition. Got it. Okay. We're in this. We know what we're doing now.
But there are more points to give out because both Angelica and John Henry piled on to BMC's definition. The weight measurements, that was BMC. So 2 points, BMC. Not bad.
I thought I was tricked. I thought I was tricked by Angelica.
No.
Nope, you're tricked by BMC.
Yeah.
But I was right. It was not used for surgical procedures. So my gut instinct was correct.
100%
That was mine.
correct.
That was his. Yeah. Now there is a barium, isn't there? Isn't that a thing that they do for like enemas and stuff?
Or beryllium?
Maybe. I'm just a vibe doctor, not a real doctor.
Pure vibes.
All right. So after round 1, Matthew's in the lead with 3. BMC has 2, and the rest of us have not scored quite yet. We move now to round 2, and the word for round 2 is Jaggies. 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 Please submit your definition for Jaggies now.
Are we saying these are all STEM words?
They are in the general world of that, but they're not specifically. They just call them like yes-ish.
So no?
They aren't strictly STEM,
Okay.
but they are certainly STEMmy.
Because like one time you were like, oh, what was that word? Gallifrey?
Yes.
With food. It was a big stew.
Right. In previous games, we've had STEM rounds and non-STEM rounds. And today I just decided just throw out the rules and just do words.
Okay.
All right, Adam is in. He's not the last one this time around.
I'm fighting for my right to party, man.
Get your Jaggies on.
I'm trying to move like Jaggies. If I didn't know the definition, I would have gone that direction and made y'all laugh.
Ooh, there's BMC coming in hot.
I mean, I submitted mine right away because I already knew what it was.
Simpatico, Angelica, simpatico. You and me.
All right, we have 6 definitions for Jaggies. Only one of them is actually the definition. Here they are. Number 1, containers used to hold raw mining material before being processed. Number 2, stair-stepped edges in pixelated graphics due to low resolution or aliasing. Number 3, comfortable pants for remote working, a play on jeggings. Number 4, an irregular pathway taken by an object in response to magnetic stimuli. Number 5, in digital photography, when an image is not clear, the image will have Jaggies. And number 6, a Gen Z slang term initially used in colloquial typing and texting to refer to the lightning bolt emoji. And this usage has now transitioned into the realm of software engineering. In this technical context, Jaggies indicates sections within code where high computational load or intensive processing is handled, drawing a visual parallel to the sharp, energetic nature of a lightning bolt and its link to electricity. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Now you've heard all 6 definitions. We start with Matthew. Which one do you think is actual?
Can you repeat, please, number 2, 4, and 5?
Yes.
I wrote them down this time, but I didn't get a chance to write them all down.
It's all good. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff. Okay, number 2 was the stair-stepped edges in pixelated graphics. Do you want the full thing? Due to low resolution or aliasing. Number 4 is an irregular pathway taken by an object in response to magnetic stimuli. And number 5 is in digital photography, when an image is not clear, the image will have Jaggies.
Okay, I'm between 2 and 4 here.
Okay.
Stair-step edges due to like aliasing. That sounds right, but so does the magnetic stimuli of irregular pathways. That sounds fun too.
Right.
I'm gonna lock in number 4 with the magnetic stuff.
All right, number 4 locked in. I go now to BMC.
Can you rapid fire go through all of them as short as you like? I just want to hear how you say it. Go.
Number 1 was the containers that hold raw mining material. Number 2 was the pixelated graphics. Number 3 was comfortable pants. Number 4 was the irregular pathway. Number 5 is the digital photography. And number 6 was the Gen Z slang term.
I'm going pants.
I love your conviction. He's going pants. All right, John Henry, your turn.
Oof. Pants sounds pretty convincing there. Also, the very run-on Gen Z term. Wow, there was so much detail. How can it be wrong, right? I mean, that's... but I think I'm going to have to go with number 4, the pathways. That was convincing and not an obvious sound to the term. So I like that.
Piling on with Matthew on number 4. How about you, Adam?
I'm spreading it out. I'm going for the last one because whoever wrote that deserves some points.
Adam picks the Gen Z slang term for the lightning bolt emoji that turned into a software engineering term. Well, you guys know the rest. Next up, Angelica. Last up, Angelica.
Can you remind me? I wrote down 2, 4, and 6. So 4 I remember. 2 was the jagged edge. What was the 2 one?
Yeah, the stair-stepped edges and pixelated graphics due to low resolution or aliasing.
Okay.
And 4 is the one that Matthew and John Henry both picked.
Okay.
And 6 is the lightning bolt emoji.
Jaggies is just too fun to not be to do with something that's visual. But I don't think it's a photography one. As someone who aspires to be able to understand Gen Z, I think I'll go with the last one.
So you are picking the last one.
Maybe it'll make me cool. Yeah, I can whip it out if it's correct. Talk to the Gen Zs, get some cred.
That would be cool. Well, Adam also picked that one, so let's start right there and see maybe that is what Jaggies are. However, Angelica, didn't you write that one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but you're right. It was so cool. It deserved to be selected. So you don't get any points for selecting it yourself, but you do get 1 point for getting Adam to select it.
See?
Well done.
Simpatico.
Now, Matthew and John Henry piled on to number 4, an irregular pathway taken by an object in response to magnetic stimuli. Well, that was very convincing, and that was BMC's made-up definition. Good job, BMC.
Very nice.
2 points for you, which means it's up to BMC to actually select correctly. Otherwise, your not-so-humble host gets the points this round. You thought it was comfortable pants for remote work. Play on jeggings. What do you think? Is that right?
Do I think it's right? It's either that or the stairs thing. But yeah, let's go all in on pants.
All in on pants and all out on the correct answer. So 4 points for me. The correct definition of Jaggies is stair-stepped edges and pixelated graphics due to low resolution or aliasing.
That's what I was trying to say with my photography one.
You were somewhat close. I almost gave you
You should
the
give
points.
it to me. That's what it is. That's what I know from photography.
You used the word Jaggies in the definition, and you can't do that. So I couldn't give it to you.
That's what I meant.
Man, these are tough
You know where
rules.
I'm at with this. I'm getting robbed
Wait,
here, y'all.
are you not allowed to put the word in the definition? Is
Well,
that not allowed?
and technically when you define something, you're not supposed to use the word in the definition.
I didn't know the clinical version of it. I just knew when an image isn't clear, you get those Jaggies.
Jaggedy.
The Jaggies.
I don't think that's usually for photography, though. That's usually more like...
The context is more video game dev.
Yeah, that's what I figured it would be.
Yeah. If you had said video games, I probably would have given it to you.
Well, I only know it in the context of photography. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's like saying a bite is not a bite because you experience it somewhere else. So, still a bite.
What are you biting into over there? Like someone's leg?
A bit or a bite?
That'd be Jaggy. All right, let's move down to round 3. Well, hold on. Let's add up these totals because you know what? I might have just moved into first place. Ooh, I did. I am tied with BMC in first place with 4 points. Matthew has 3, Angelica 1, and so far...
Sir, I think your math is incorrect. Isn't it 3 for getting someone? Or isn't it 3 for guessing the correct definition?
It's 3 if you guess it initially. It's 2 if you guess it at the end. So had Adam actually just given me the correct definition, even though he was somewhat close, he would have got 3 immediately. But if you guess it correctly at the end, you get 2.
Oh, okay. If you guess it correctly during... Okay, I understand now.
After you hear the definitions, yes.
Okay, so your math is correct. I understand
Thank you.
now.
Thank
And
you
you get a point when somebody guesses yours.
It's fooled, yeah.
That's right.
Like picture pants.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
Oh,
Fair.
thank you.
Fair. So my math is wrong. I just didn't write that
was
point
yours
down.
the pants one, John?
Yeah, he was the pants one. I just forgot because I was moving on to the fact that I won the round. Yeah, that was a good one. Jeggings. I like that.
I feel like I'm learning already in this game. The more detailed the answer, other than Adam, who appreciates it, I've got to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, you're writing books over there.
Just letting my creativity fly.
That was very creative. I liked it. It's hard for me to read that long without starting to laugh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
just-
I'll make them short.
Okay. I want to represent your definitions well, and it's just the more I'm reading, the more it just gets become kind of funny.
I hear
Okay.
you, Jared. I hear you.
Now I don't want to shut out John Henry. Has a point, so we got Adam locked in the dungeon now, all by himself, and the rest of us on the board. Let's move now to round 3, where the word for round 3 is Oobleck. Oobleck. That's O-O-B-L-E-C-K. Oobleck.
It's fun to say, at least.
It is fun to say. Is it fun to define? We'll find out. Right after this.
How do we know that you're giving us the right pronunciation of these words?
I just take my word for it.
Okay, understood.
But are you claiming
But
to?
you've lied about math. Yeah.
I make no claims, neither express or implied. Most of these I looked up the pronunciation. I actually forgot to on this one, but don't Google it because you'll know the definition. Let me make sure I'm saying it right.
Hold on, maybe this will work. Hey Siri, define Oobleck.
No.
No.
Did anyone things go off? No? Damn it.
Why, you trying to get other people the answer?
Yeah, you think I have Siri enabled on my phone? You don't like her.
I don't call her Siri anymore.
She never called me back, so
My brother's ex-girlfriend's called Siri.
I'm sorry for her loss.
Was that her name or he just called her that?
No, that was her legit name.
That hurts.
So are you giving us the proper pronunciation or I was waiting for that personally.
Oh, my bad. I actually got distracted and started doing something else.
Okay. I was just waiting for that. I was just, just curious.
Okay, I just confirmed it's Oobleck, specifically as I said it.
So since you said you check your email during this, and you also said that not every email gets a response, is now a good time to email you?
This would be a great time, actually.
Okay, perfect.
This reminds me, while we wait for BMC, you guys may or may not know that I have an entire soundboard of BMC noises.
Really? I just like anything that makes me happy. And I do that. And then I do the next thing. You're welcome. Words to live by. Do the thing. You like glitchy things and, things. Okay, that's my definition.
Here's my favorite one.
Heckins, yeah, I said to myself.
Sometimes I throw those in at the end of a show when I'm thanking you for making our beats.
Yes, I've heard that.
Oh, you've heard. Nice. This one, I'll usually throw in this one.
I'm here for your sound needs.
I'm here for your sound needs.
Here for your sound needs. Hold on, I'm getting distracted by all the smart, funny things I say. 1 second.
Do you still need jobs?
If you're listening, I need jobs. Thank you. That was just me talking to you. Please give me work.
Please give me work.
You sound like Batman.
He sort of does.
You're both Batman and a Spider-Man, evil octopus man at the same time.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. I love a backhanded compliment.
Oh, cool. Oh, man.
I actually really do like your goggles.
Oh, thank you.
If I could get prescription goggles, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
But I can't see past like 2 inches on my face, so
Right.
I would need them to be very heavy.
Yeah. I like these. They have saved my face.
From what?
Doorways. Door frames.
Do you hit yourself?
One of these is shattered and there was...
Do you hit
I was going to say, you can't hit doorways. We can hit door frames or doors.
This was going to be my face, and instead it shattered this. And I find it very lucky.
Oh, okay.
The end.
Do you routinely hit into door frames?
I did that one time.
Like a regular car? Oh, okay.
That's why I bought these. It was like one day. I'm going to go face first into a door for no reason.
All right, we have all definitions for Oobleck, and this round will be a little different than the rest because 2 of our contestants actually got the correct definition for Oobleck. 3 points awarded to Angelica and John Henry. You guys both know what Oobleck is.
Yes, John.
The rest of us will have to find out. So we'll actually only have 4 definitions. Since those 2 were the correct definition, they merge down onto the real one, and we start with Oobleck, a non-Newtonian fluid that acts as both a liquid and solid under stress. Number 2, Oobleck. Similar to an umlaut, the Oobleck is used to indicate the pronunciation of a word. Number 3, a piece of communication network that filters some data while setting aside others for future dispatch. And number 4, a gritty adhesive formed by mixing sand, water, and epoxy. So 4 definitions of Oobleck. 1 of those is correct. Angelica and John Henry sit this round out since they already know what it is. And BMC gets to pick first.
First one.
First one, the non-Newtonian fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
BMC
You said it funny.
is there. We go to Adam. It is funny.
What's the last one again? The gritty substance?
A gritty adhesive formed by mixing sand, water, and epoxy.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Adam takes that one. We go now to Matthew.
So I heard the first one was the non-Newtonian something or other.
Correct.
The last one was gritty adhesive. What were the second two? The middle two?
The middle two was similar to an umlaut. Oobleck is used to indicate the pronunciation of a word, and the other middle one was a piece of a communication network that filters some data while setting aside other for future dispatch.
That one's spelled incorrectly. There's some mistakes in that one, so I'm going to pass on that one.
Okay.
I'm thinking one sounds the best here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this group would say something like non-Newtonian. So I think I'm going to lock in for one, actually.
Okay. So not only does he select number one, he also disses everybody. This group wouldn't say non-Newtonian. They aren't smart enough
out there.
Bunch of mids.
Yeah.
But we knew what it was, so...
That's a good point. So Angelica and John Henry already knew that Oobleck was a non-Newtonian fluid that acts as both a liquid and a solid under stress. So BMC and Matthew each get 2 points for guessing it correctly.
Did you guys not go to elementary school? Or...
No.
Like, you guys don't know what this is?
I just skipped straight to...
I don't know how you know what it is. So can you please explain to me what context we're all missing?
The cornstarch and water mixture that you can punch and that feels solid, and then you hold it and it drips through your fingers.
I went outside as a kid. I don't know what you're talking about.
So this is also a commercial product, I guess. When Angelica, you were talking about the commercial product, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooey gluey.
An ooey gooey. She called it an ooey gooey kid's toy, like slime, but more ooey and with specks in it, which is true.
I've never heard this in my life.
I actually hadn't heard of Oobleck either, and so I'm very impressed by you two.
When we say me and John were just slimy.
That's all right.
And then Adam selected the gritty adhesive formed by mixing sand, water, and epoxy, and that's Matthew, so he gets another point. So 3 points for you, 3 points for Angelica, 2 for BMC, 3 for John Henry. Adam and I shut out this round. So after 3 rounds, tied for first is Matthew and BMC with 6. Tied for second is Angelica, John Henry, and myself with 4. And we leave Adam where he was previously. Let's move now to round 4.
I have faith in you.
I do not.
I do not.
There's a strategy.
That's right. He has a strategy. This round is a little different. We call this Give It a Goog. Give it a goog. Where I went out to Google in an incognito browser window, so no personalization, and I started giving it a goog. Then I stopped and checked for the first autocomplete. Your job is to come up with what the first autocomplete was, or ostensibly what you can trick other people into thinking that it was. The query that I queried was when does the. I typed when does the, and then I stopped. What do you think Google suggested as the number one autocomplete? Please submit to me your autocompletes now.
Did you do this search or this autocomplete yourself on your machine?
Incognito window, a VPN.
And can you put the text that you put in the channel?
For sure. Adam was the first one in this time, so he's
that's because I know the answer.
He's changing things around.
How often do you write that into Google to know the answer to that?
Well, this one's obvious.
Well, the cool thing about it is it's kind of a proxy for the human condition, is it not? Like, what were people asking it? What do people wonder? When does the
fox say?
I was thinking of that too. That's what does the fox say? Very close though.
Oh, dang. That's what I said.
And did you do this today? This search? Such a search?
I don't answer any further questions.
Okay, that's fair.
That's very relevant though.
It is really relevant.
What does the fox say?
No, when you
did it.
You did this.
Yeah, like if it was like 6 years ago, it'd be super different.
He prepared for this show a long time ago.
He's been doing this, yeah. He planned this.
Where did he come from? Where did he go? BMC's with me.
So is she.
BMC is here for our sound needs.
If you're listening, I need jobs. Thank you. I'm here for your sound needs.
It's kind of more fun when BMC's here than it even is when he's not.
I'm having fun that Withy's here. Oh god.
All right, we're just down to one person, not in.
Buy my music. Buy my music.
That's a good soundbite. Next time we release a album, we'll just play that
At
one
the end.
on
Wow.
repeat.
Or at the beginning.
Yeah. Do it.
You chose phrases that have like, I don't know. They don't have much.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it back.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah, okay. I'm on board with that.
Okay. 6 potential Google autocompletes for when does the number 1, when does the current administration end? Number 2, when does the sun rise? Number 3, when does the time change? Number 4, when does the stock market open? Number 5, when does the sun set near me? And number 6, when does the world end? Existential. All right, 6 potential when does those. John Henry.
So going through these, what was the first one? Current?
The current administration.
Oh, that's. I'm certainly wondering that. But I don't know. I don't know if Google would go there. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Oh, it would.
It would.
Oh, yeah.
But also, is this global Google though, or is this US based?
This is Jared's incognito.
Jared's IP address in Omaha.
Yeah, I didn't VPN very far.
Sunrise is plausible.
They're all plausible, actually.
Stock market. Sunset near me. I like the near me.
Does that mean the sunset's like as close to you as possible, or?
I don't know. That Google just always like adds that in those searches, and so that's what made me think. I'm going with number 5.
Number 5. When does the sunset near me? Okay, Adam, what do you think?
I haven't been paying attention. Sorry. What are we doing?
The scoreboard accurately reflects that. So.
Yes.
What are we doing here?
Are you still watching SpongeBob?
Yeah, I am actually. Patrick's so awesome. Let's see here. There are 2 that are near me. Which ones are those? Read those to me, please.
Well, one was when does the sun set near me? That's number 5. And then the other one was when does the sun rise, but does not say near me. Number 5 is the only one that says near me.
That's the Mandela effect, I think, right? I remember both of them saying near me. Anybody
No,
else?
we would all have to remember it. Otherwise, it's just you being wrong.
Let's see here. What was the first one again?
The first one was when does the current administration end?
What about number 2? You think number 2 is the right answer?
When does the sun rise?
Near me?
No.
That can be your additional add-on.
Yeah. Would it change your answer if it said near me on it?
I feel like a near me is probably accurate, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to go with number 2. Locking it in tight. Real tight.
Locking in when does the sun rise? Okay, Angelica.
I don't think it's the administration one, and I don't think it's the world end one.
Okay, so you're down to 4 then.
So I've got the 2 sun ones and the time zone stock market. I don't think the stock market is broadly applicable to the world, so I don't think that many people will Google that. Famous last words, if it is that. Going on what I would care about, I care about when the sun rises and sets. So I'm also on the line of thinking of, is the near me going to be? I think last time I locked in with Adam, it was good. So I'm going to lock in.
You're going with Adam.
Adam.
Okay,
2.
when does the sun rise?
You're sympathetically incorrect.
I've put my faith in you, Adam. So I'm like...
Oh, you know.
All right, Matt.
Can you give me the quick rundown of all of them again?
Number 1 is the current administration. Number 2 is the sun rising. Number 3 is the time changing. Number 4 is the market opening. Number 5 is the sun setting near me. And number 6 is the world ending.
Okay, haven't used Google in a very long time, so I don't know what Google even suggests anymore. I've also never seen a suggestion ever say near me, so I think that one's out for me.
Yeah, that's not true.
Nor am I,
Yeah.
honestly. I also don't autocorrect much.
Yeah, I've never seen a near me thing pop up.
It already knows where you were at. It's context.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It already knows. They already know where you are.
Near me's are specific nouns, like where is the nearest gas station near me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you had
That's when you put the
started
near
with
me.
that, then the near me would have autocorrected.
Well, sunrise and sunset are geographically dependent, right? It sets at a different time, different places.
Yeah, but like I feel like Google's evolved that it knows my geo.
All right, what are you thinking, Matthew?
All right. So if you're doing this from Omaha, I'm torn between the sunrise and the stock market, honestly. But I think we've over-indexed on the sunrise. So I think I'm going to go the other way and do the stock market opening.
He's playing the spread. Okay.
When the world ends, huh? Okay, good job.
You're gonna lose.
That's a good choice. When the world ends.
It's not right.
Is that what you picked?
No, he picked the stock market.
Oh, I thought he said where the wind ends. I mean, come on, that's the right answer.
You know,
Come on, that's the right answer.
Lastly, BMC,
No,
what do you think? World end? Oh, he's
I wonder who wrote that one.
end of days. Fan finger. What are those things called? Giant hand.
finger?
I got this in 2020, and it's going to be useful sometime.
Eventually, it will apply.
Every 5 years, useful.
All right, so BMC picks the world ending. Adam was very excited that you were interested in the world ending because Adam wrote the world ending. So 1 point for Adam. When the world ends.
See, I had faith in you, Adam.
I would keep doing that. It's amazing.
John Henry was interested in the sun setting near him. And nobody else was interested in that one. It happened to be his own, so he gets 0 points. Couldn't quite bring people along for the ride.
Just trying to lobby that.
Yeah, it almost worked, but then they were all using logic and stuff. Let's see, what else?
I see that. I see the near me all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. No, you guys don't?
No.
I don't use Google.
Yeah, I guess I don't really think about the autocomplete much.
Well, I mean, like in maps, maybe, when I'm like looking for like a Chick-fil-A near me.
Like search nearby.
Yeah, that's where I see the near me's.
That's like a button, though. You can press near me.
Right. And do the GPS thing.
Yeah.
I saw a dentist that was named something like near me for SEO reasons.
What was his last name?
Near me. It was his last name.
Dr. Near Me.
Dr. Near me.
Paging Dr. Near Me.
If I was a doctor, I'd name myself On the Plane. Is there a doctor on the plane? I'd just get hit every time. The Sun Rising was also popular with Adam and Angelica. Adam picked it because he thought it was right. Angelica picked it because she thought she could fool more people, I guess, because that's hers.
All right.
It worked.
She gets 1 point.
You reduce the addition to others.
Yeah. See, I had faith in you giving me points, Adam.
I was doing
And
it
it
on purpose. I was, I felt the brain waves coming through like a Oobleck, or what the heck is that thing called?
Like an Oobleck.
Oobleck.
Like an Oobleck. A Jaggy Oobleck. Nobody picked the time change. That was Matthews. Nobody picked the current administration ending. That was BMC's. Also, there's a time limit on it, right? So people don't ask that question. It's 4 years minus whatever 100 days.
No, it's going to be like 12 years if he has anything to do with it.
Well, yeah, we'll see how many administrations there are. And then Matthew picked the stock market, which was the actual answer, Angelica. So you need to eat some crow here.
Really?
When does the
There are that
stock
many
market
people?
open is the number one autocomplete for when does the.
Oh, no. Can I check this now?
Here's the number 2, 3, and 4, and 5 autocompletes. When does the time change? So Matthew, you actually had the second best autocomplete.
I've Googled that before, or I've searched that before.
You get 0 points, but you do get 2 for getting it right. So good job there. When does the WNBA season start? So shout out to Caitlin Clark for, probably affecting those results. WNBA very popular all of a sudden. And then when do the NBA playoffs start? Of course, they're going on right now. And then the last one, number 5, was when does the sun set? No near me though, John Henry. Just when does the sun set? So you're close.
But I only care about near me because
you're a narcissist.
It's rolling, It's sunning somewhere all the time.
Right. That's fair, I think.
I tried this out right now after submitting. I think it's subjective to where you are, because my top one is when does the Minecraft movie come out?
Are you logged in?
That is my top. I'm incognito mode, and I put when does the, and it says Minecraft movie.
Okay, everybody right now go incognito and do a search.
Minecraft movie.
And John Henry and I are very closely approximate to each other. So we'll see if he gets what I got.
When does the Minecraft movie come out? And then when does the time change? And then when does the time change 2025? My 3 options.
I pretty much have that same thing.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
My top search is when does the world end? Jeez.
Mine is, when does the sun rise? And then number 2 is, and then number 2 is, when does the MLB season start near me? I don't know how that got
Near me. That's spectacular because it starts the same time everywhere. But maybe they just, maybe Google fingerprinted me somehow, even though I'm incognito. And it's like, this guy wants to know when the stock market opens, even though I've never searched that in my life.
You did mention Slack shares and stuff. So, it knows. You have stocks in your mind.
I do know what the stock market is. This is true. I do know what it is.
I feel like mine was the number 1 on Jordan's browser, so I should at least get like a half point. Come on.
It's integers only. I'm sorry.
Hold on. John Henry's doing another one now.
different from my browser.
No, it's not, John. It's correct.
But then when I go to google.com and the autocomplete, that's different.
Well, that's what I did. Google.com.
I think the browser is definitely correct.
I think the browser address bar is probably using your stuff there. Anyways.
I'm going to go see Minecraft.
All right. So after 4 rounds now, we have Matthew in a commanding lead with 8, followed by BMC with 6, Angelica with 5. John Henry and I are tied with 4, and Adam's on the board now with 1.
Half a point.
How many points, BMC? This many points for Adam. You have the finger.
That's right.
Yeah.
The BMC 1 finger move.
Yes.
It's the right finger at least.
That's true.
All right, we move now to round 5. This is a brand new format. We've never done this one before. I call it Weird Flix, but okay. Where I have gone out and found a weird old movie. And your job, I will give you the title and the date of the year that movie came out. And your job is to write the tagline or the synopsis, the 1-sentence synopsis of the movie, having known nothing but the title and the year it came out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. The movie that's tagline you're going to write was a 1924 flick called He Who Gets Slapped. He Who Gets Slapped. Now you are in charge of the actual synopsis. Please submit those to me whenever they're ready.
Is it a talkie?
Like those chips that are real spicy?
No, like a movie that had spoken what's it, and they ate chips.
Today we call those movies.
Well, I haven't been on Earth for a while.
I actually haven't seen it. I do know its title and the synopsis, though. It could have been a talkie.
From 19 black and white.
I tried to find one of the most obscure movies I could. Just hoping nobody's seen it. I think I did good.
Are you going to be reading these in a cinematic voice, Jared? I feel like you should. You should fully commit.
In a world. I don't have Batman voice.
What is it, like a horror? So dark and foreboding.
I do try to be foreboding, though. Weird Flix, but okay. We have 6 potential synopses for the 1924 movie He Who Gets Slapped. I will read you these now. Number 1. Young George's mischievous childhood was punctuated by the sharp sting of a cane. Now an adult, he wakes to phantom slams and inexplicable cane-shaped bruises. Is it madness? His imagination? Or is his past literally leaving its mark? A chilling psychological thriller based on a true story of buried trauma and the repercussions of being a naughty boy. Okay, number 2. A high school student hopelessly searches for love while continuously facing rejection, often physical. Number 3. A scared straight short film describing the purported hazards of befriending communists.
BMC.
Number 4, a bitter clown endeavors to rescue the young woman he loves from the lecherous Baron who once betrayed him. Number 5, in a world where hand gestures have gone too far, a group of friends vow to change things and restore the old ways of simple handshakes and high fives. And number 6, when a man decides a raucous night out on the big city is more important than his life back home. Which of these 6, very well written, I might say, synopses is actually the one for the 1924 flick, He Who Gets Slapped. We start with Adam.
Oh, gosh. I was too busy thinking about who's who and what's what.
Yeah.
I forgot to listen.
You had one job, which was to listen.
No, I just need 2 and 4 in the last one, I think.
So just 2, 4, and 6. So half of them. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Number 2, a high school student hopelessly searches for love while continuously facing rejection, often physical.
Ooh.
4 was a bitter clown endeavors to rescue the young woman he loves from the lecherous baron who once betrayed him.
That's Matt.
And number 6 is when a man decides a raucous night out on the big city is more important than his life back home.
Who do I want to give points to?
Who? So you think you know who wrote each one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pegged. Can I get some points for that?
It could be, yeah.
Guess who?
You can certainly guess who.
With
Well,
a twist.
Yeah, that'd be a good game.
I'm going to give BMC some points. Read number 3 again, please.
A scared straight short film describing the purported hazards of befriending communists.
Yeah, that's totally BMC.
Okay.
What was the clown one? That was number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
The clown was 4. 3 was communists. 2 is physical rejection. The first one was young George, his mischievous childhood. He got caned as a kid.
Oh, God.
What are you going to do, Adam?
I just already said.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
I gave the points to number 3, BMC.
Oh, number 3, BMC. Okay.
All the way.
Adam votes
All the
number
way.
3. Okay, we go now to Angelica.
I mean, obviously, we all know which one I think it was.
We do.
So
Which one do you actually think it is?
what I actually think it is the last one, I think. The one about the raucous night out and leaving one's family behind. Feels very 1920s man to me.
Angelica picks number 6, locks it in. Matthew.
I'm going to double on that.
Okay, she also picks number 6. The raucous night out is...
It's it gives very 1920 vibes. You know, who uses raucous anymore? Nobody uses that word anymore.
Who says raucous? Right.
The flappers and like jazz music.
The flappers, the big city, you know.
Yeah, I can
Raucous
see it.
nights out. Okay. John Henry, are you going to go raucous?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like the raucous part, but
It's a pile-on. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, is that a pile-on?
Where's Matt when you need him to sing a song?
I'm going to go with number 4, the clown.
He's not piling on. He's playing the spread, and he's going with the clown. BMC, what are you going with?
Raucous.
He's going raucous. Wow. Now that's a pile-on right there.
Adding to George's poor trauma, he never gets picked.
Oh, young George's Mischievous Childhood, of course. We all do know that Angelica wrote that book about a movie.
What gave it away?
She duped all of you.
Practically had the entire script written.
It was a screenplay.
Yeah, it was a screenplay. It was more of a review than even a synopsis. Good job, Angelica. Very well written. I enjoyed it. It was a raucous night out. That was hers. Nobody picked it. Scared Straight short film. All right. So 1 point for BMC. The pile-on, Angelica, Matthew, and BMC were all out on for a raucous night out. John Henry did not pile on. Any thoughts as to why maybe he didn't pick it? Well, because he wrote it.
Oh,
Big time. Big time. 3 points there. And he's no clown. He's got the right answer as well. He got 2 because the actual synopsis of He Who Gets Slapped is a bitter clown endeavors to rescue the young woman he loves from the lecherous baron who once betrayed him.
Wow.
Wow.
How'd you know that, John Henry?
well, my grandfather wrote the screenplay. No, I was just kidding. It just seemed like nobody would add a clown into theirs unless they were like, it's just like, it's not quite funny, but it's like kind of like too weird to like,
Right.
You wouldn't add that to make it like, oh no, that's not what a movie's about. So it was like,
Right.
okay, that's just weird enough.
Good thinking. Yeah, like there's no clown inclinations in the title at all.
Yeah.
And it's not quite weird enough to be funny. but it is weird enough to be the actual synopsis of a 1924 movie.
Ugh.
And a big score. So you got 3 for foolering and 2 for getting it correct. So that's a 5-point round.
Wow.
And BMC is the only other person that scored that round with
Big
1.
score.
So big score, bringing you into first place with 9 points, passing Matthew with 8, BMC with 7, Angelica with 5, me with 4, Adam with 1.
Mm-hmm.
Still anybody's game there.
Oh, I got the bonus point for getting the the side quest.
You drilled the side quest. How many points did you get for knowing that BMC wrote that one?
At least a half a point,
All right, we'll give you a half.
Sweet.
Adam with 1.5.
1.3. Let's go down to 1.3.
Okay, we'll give you a third.
So humble.
1.3, repeating decimal. We move now to round 6, where the word for round 6 is penumbra.
So we're back to the original definition. Okay.
That's correct. This is a regular round. Penumbra, spelled Penumbra. And you can submit to me your definitions whenever you have them.
I had to think of how to word mine.
Clearly it's not correct then, is it?
That's up to Jared to decide, miss.
I think it's actually up to the Oxford Dictionary to decide. Mister.
Oxford can't even decide where to place a comma, so we don't talk to them.
Well, you're talking about American English as opposed to the actual English, so.
Aren't you in America?
Yes. Does that mean I have to adhere to your grammatical errors? No.
Excuse me, I don't make grammatical errors.
Excuse me. No, you just say like 52 times within an hour.
Hey, listen, okay, I tried.
All right, we have 6 definitions for penumbra, one of which is the correct definition, and 3 points before the round begins goes to Matthew. He has the correct definition. He knows what a penumbra is. So you got to set this one out. Congrats, you've already scored 3. And we go now to 5 definitions. Number 1, an area in which something exists to a lesser or uncertain degree. Number 2, the largest in a list of numbers. Number 3, the second to final stage of a nerve receptor's life cycle. Number 4, what's the matter with you, huh? Penumbra. Number 5, a geographical or astrological term for a peninsula or a concave piece of land that is in shade on a planet. Angelica goes first. Which one do you think is a penumbra?
I think I'm between the second one.
Which was the largest in the list of numbers?
Yes, like the penultimate. Penumbra. That like resonated with my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go with that one. I'm not even
Okay.
now that I'm talking it through in my brain, it's resonating.
She's locking that one in. Okay. Now we go to, well, we skip Matthew because he's correct. We go to BMC.
Could you say the first 3 again?
Number 1 was an area in which something exists to a lesser or uncertain degree. Number 2 was the largest in a list of numbers. And number 3 was the second to final stage of a nerve receptor's life cycle.
My knowledge of prefixes is getting in my way.
I hate it when that happens.
Me too. Thank you. No one ever says that. The first one.
The first one. Okay. BMC picks an area in which something exists to a lesser or an uncertain degree.
That means nothing.
Go now to John Henry.
I'm going to go with the largest number. That seems the most logical.
Okay. Piling on with Angelica. Going now to Adam.
Angelica chose her own. Let's see here.
She says she didn't.
I refute that claim.
No one puts baby in the corner. Or in the shadows.
Oh.
I'm going with the shadow.
Where are you putting babies?
In the penumbra.
In the penumbra. What's the matter with you, huh? Penumbra.
Which one's
Obviously.
which number is the shadow?
I don't know, like 5 or something, 6.
There's the last one.
The peninsula with the shadow occurring deep within the jungle.
Gotcha. All right. So Adam goes to that one. All right. So we'll start right there. Adam thought Angelica picked her own, but then Adam picked Angelica's. That was...
See, I was just trying to help you out, Angelica. I just cut you down, put you right back up. That's the way I do it.
Appreciate it.
Angelica thought it was the largest in a list of numbers. So did John Henry, that's because he wrote it, so he gets 1 point
Oh,
for fooling one person.
I knew someone was going with their own. This tactic is not getting old.
You use that tactic.
One time, first round, just to open it up. Let you know it could be possible.
It's just showing you the possibilities.
That's right. I'm here to teach you how to play the game.
Thanks, man.
I'm simply level 1. I'm level 1.
And BMC thought it was an area in which something exists to a lesser or uncertain degree. That is a penumbra. So 2 points for BMC. That's one of the definitions. The other one is a partial shadow caused when an object does not completely block a light source. That's what Matthew wrote down.
Oh, dang.
Or the diffuse outer part of a sunspot. Maybe you were really close, Angelica. That's why you convinced.
I knew it was some shadowy thing. I like half knew it, and I couldn't remember what the actual. Okay.
So close you tricked somebody. Penumbra.
Like umbrella?
Like umbrella.
No, like this one was the interesting one. I knew this one immediately when you wrote it for 2 reasons. One, I knew my prefix and suffix here, right? Thank you, Pokemon. Umbreon, Espeon. And then also like when I was doing lighting for my kitchen, when I was placing lights for the ceiling and finding out where to do it, there's always that secondary shadow that's cast under the cabinets. And I wanted to minimize that as much as possible. And I was like, how do I do that? And that's where I found that term.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh,
Yes.
that's what that secondary shadow is called.
It is a science. Kitchen lighting is a science.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. No penumbras in my house.
That's right.
What's the matter with you, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what Adam wrote there. What's the matter with you, huh? Penumbra. Can you explain the logic
Just
on that
make
one?
y'all laugh a little bit, you know?
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Gotta laugh. All right. So 3 points for Matthew, 2 for BMC, 1 for Angelica, 1 for John Henry. Bringing Matthew into first place with 11, John Henry with 10, BMC with 9, Angelica with 6, me with 4, and Adam with 1.3, repeating decimal. All right. We're getting late in the game now. Round 7 of a potential 10 rounds. This is a different round. It's called How Do You Do, fellow humans? Because I have went out to ChatGPT and given it a prompt, and it has responded. I wrote down its response. Your job is to act as if you are fellow humans and fellow ChatGPTers and write your own response to this prompt. The prompt is, create a new word in the world of science fiction and give it a 1-sentence definition. It should be both interesting and memorable. So I've written down ChatGPT's response. You'll write down your response as if you are ChatGPT to this prompt. Put it in the chat. I'll read it again for our listener. Create a new word in the world of science fiction and give it a 1-sentence definition. It should be both interesting and memorable.
Are y'all thinking or done already?
Thinking.
They're thinking. I have 0 submissions.
Oh, okay.
I love this game.
Adam's making himself laugh. What's the matter with you? Huh? Penumbra? Is that supposed to be read in the Rocky voice?
If I can't get me, I get Jared.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
It's going to be a good round.
Oh, no.
You have to enunciate it. Okay.
Nope. Oh, it's going to be a tough one to read, all these. Gotta play it straight.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, this one's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is really hard.
Good. A little challenge for your Tuesday afternoon.
I'm going to keep going there, Jared. I'm just going to maybe augment it a little bit, okay?
You're going to change it now?
Well, I'm going to go the same direction. I just didn't do a good job.
Angelica, you just submitted a second one, or you just clarified for me?
I just thought it would be fun.
She's like, I just came back for more.
I just added a supplementary meme
I do like that meme.
for illustrative purposes.
Am I supposed to include that in your actual
It's up to you. I'll give you creative discretion.
Okay.
This is at your discretion, Jared. You just go whichever direction you want to go, okay? I just need you to enunciate. Remember, enunciate.
I was so close to writing a description of a new word that was fit with my favorite sticker on my water bottle.
Looks like Krang.
It kind of does like from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but stuck in a Game Boy.
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
Why? Where? Why?
Just for like funsies. It makes me laugh.
It is funny, but where'd you get it?
Yeah. I also have a worm from Worm Emporium.
What do they sell there?
Worms.
She just answered that one straight.
But this one is actually made by the Punchy Cat. So it's a worm made by the Punchy Cat.
Can you, have you seen that one thing? It's a worm or tiger tail. It's a thing, you know? Is it a worm or is it a tiger tail?
I have seen that. I'm not very good at guessing though. I feel like if I could touch it, I could tell.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. We have 6 potential real responses from ChatGPT. Only one of them is the real response. To the prompt, create a new word in the world of science fiction and give it a 1-sentence definition. It should be both interesting and memorable. Response number 1, neuroforge, a noun, a clandestine device implanted in the cerebral cortex that allows its user to overwrite memories with synthetic experiences, blurring the line between reality and engineered perception. Number 2, I would be happy to. Here's a new word for you. Osobuna, a spherical shield around itself that is completely impenetrable and indestructible to everything. Number 3, great idea. How about Zinnis, a rare plant with mystical healing properties? That could provide a sci-fi spin on a familiar story element. Number 4, Darlorgon, the powerful hybrid offspring of a rogue Dalric and a Gorgon. Sorry. Their union was born Their union was born out of both love and due to the potent essence of the Gorgon's spit. Sorry. And its reproductive properties. This has resulted in a uniquely resilient new species within the Matrix. Number 5, certainly. Here's your new science fiction word that's both interesting and memorable. Aplerate. Aplerate. The treatment of a porous substance to fill all its vessels and create a single entity. Let me know if you'd like more words. I can even use it in a sentence for you. And number 6, Jaggies. Comfortable pants. Comfortable pants for remote working. A play on jeggings. Okay. There's 6 frankly spectacular responses by ChatGPT wannabes. And we'll see who's who. Angelica, you get to pick first. Which one do you like the most?
Can I hear I put
1
down
through 6.
You want to hear number 4 again? Darlorgon?
3 and 4, please.
Okay, 3 and 4. 3 says, great idea. How about Zinnis? Or Zinus? It's Zinnus. A rare plant with mystical healing properties. That could provide a sci-fi spin on a familiar story element.
Okay.
And number 4 was Darlorgon, the powerful hybrid offspring of a rogue Dalric and a Gorgon. Their union was born out of both love and due to the potent and due to the potent essence of the Gorgon's spit and its reproductive properties. This has resulted in a uniquely resilient new species within the Matrix.
That one.
That one. Okay, Angelica goes for that one. Matthew.
Can you repeat 1 and 2?
Yes, 1 was neuroforge, a clandestine device implanted in the cerebral cortex that allows its user to overwrite memories with synthetic experiences, blurring the line between reality and engineered perception. And number 2 says, I would be happy to. Here's a new word for you. Osobuna, a spherical shield around itself that is completely impenetrable and indestructible to everything.
Number 3.
All right. He's going for number 3, which is the Zinnis. We go now to BMC. Yeah, we go to BMC.
Were there 5 or 6? There were 6. Can I hear the last 2?
Yeah, the last 2. Number 5 says, certainly, here's your new science fiction word that's both interesting and memorable. Applurate, or applurate, A-P-L-U-R-A-T-E. The treatment of a porous substance to fill all its vessels and create a single entity. Let me know if you'd like more words. I can even use it in a sentence for you. And number 6 is Jaggies, comfortable pants for remote working. A play on jeggings. Which may be familiar because you wrote pants down previously.
I wrote pants down?
Didn't you?
Oh, yes, I wrote pants down.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
What were the first 2?
I will now summarize because I cannot do this again. Neuroforge was the first one, and the second one was Osobuna.
And the third one?
The third one was Zinnis.
Do you want the fourth one too? Because you're just missing that one.
The one that had the... Yeah, I'll do the fourth one. I probably know which one that is. Wait, what's the fifth? Oh, no.
You asked for the fifth.
I don't know.
Applurate.
Which is the one that had the, like, I'd be so happy to put that in a sentence for you.
Oh. Well, there's a few of those. So number 5 said, certainly, here's your new science fiction word that's both interesting and memorable. Oh, yeah. And it ends with, I could even use it in a sentence for you.
I'm going to go with that one. It seems a little heavy-handed on the chat GPT speak, but also I wanna.
Okay. We'll give it to you. John Henry?
I think I'm going to go... doesn't have the ChatGPT speak, but number 1 is pretty solid.
Neuroforge?
Mm-hmm.
Are you locking that in, or are you?
No, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go with number 3.
Number 3. So we now have 2 people on that one. That's the Zinnis. Adam, last to select. What are you liking? What are you thinking? What are you seeing? What are you doing?
I'm thinking deeply. Which one was the one that really got Angelica?
Like made her laugh a lot? She really liked when I said their union was born out of both love and due to the potent essence of the Gorgon's spit. That's what got her. See, got her again. She's going.
God, I hope that's the one.
Lock that in.
Lock that in.
This is Jared's ChatGPT, right?
This is mine, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Well, it's in a temporary chat, so it doesn't have any context or memory.
All right, 6 potential responses to the prompt about a science fiction word and a definition. Where do we begin? Well, let's begin right where we left off, which is the Gorgon spit. Which is probably a pretty good show title, honestly, Gorgon spit.
I'm not sure about that.
The powerful hybrid offspring of a rogue Dalric. Angelica, how did you come up with this?
I just thought of random sci-fi stuff. It's actually Dalek
Oh,
and Gorgon and then the Matrix. I basically thought about what ChatGPT would define as sci-fi
I see.
and then just smidged it together with a little bit of spice.
So I was pronouncing it wrong when I say Dalric.
Yeah, I was trying to go for Dalek, like in Doctor
Oh, like from
Who. From Doctor Who.
Your own definition made you laugh that hard?
Well, it was
When you hear someone else say it.
when you hear someone else say
Yeah,
it,
then it sounds weird.
it sounds really odd. When I wrote it, it was perfectly normal.
Well, you did convince Adam to select it, so you get a point there. Good job.
I called it Dargon.
Whatever you called it, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Always just lending a hand around here.
Matthew, let's see here. Matthew and John Henry, they piled on to Zinnis. Is that how I should pronounce it, BMC? Zinnis?
I don't care what you do.
He doesn't care, but he made it up. That was BMC's
Nice.
response. So 2 points for him. Nobody picked Jaggies, unfortunately. Nobody picked also Buna.
That's Osobuna. It's more like Osobu. Nah.
You should have put like a pronunciation guide in there for me.
I should have, but I figured you'd get it.
Oh no, I can't get that.
When you it's Osoboo NAH. Nah.
Osobu? Nah.
Osobu. Nah.
Apologize. And then BMC picked Applurate. Is that how you pronounce that one, Matthew? Applurate?
Yep, that sounds right to me.
Okay, 1 point for you. Nobody picked Neuroforge. John Henry almost picked Neuroforge, but then he changed his mind. That was the correct response from ChatGPT. So 4 points go to Jared. Woohoo!
I don't know about 4 points going to on this round. This is a fake round.
Oh, you would say that, Mr. 1 point.
Wait, don't people get a point if other people pick their definition?
Yeah.
Yes, don't I get points?
Yeah, you got one. I gave you one.
Oh, I can.
You're too busy laughing at it.
Yeah, you get a point.
Oh, thank you, Jared.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. You can have another one if you'd like.
I can have another one? I don't know if you want to do that.
No, me. I can have another one for
Oh.
good measure.
Why would I like that? I could have another one if you like.
I like that.
We can both have another one if you'd like.
We can all
I'm
have a
cool
few
with
more
that.
if we like. After round 7, we're getting near the end, y'all. Matthew from first with 12, BMC with 11, John Henry with 10. I move into fourth with 8 points. Angelica has 7, and Adam has 1.3 repeating decimal.
2.3 repeating decimal.
Hey, did he get somebody?
Yeah, didn't he get a point?
No, he got also boo. Nah.
Oh, it was so. I thought it was a point. It was so like happy.
Oh, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be here, man.
He's just happy to be here. I wish I would have pronounced it better for you.
I know. Well, the actual definition is pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah, it was
the
good.
word's funny, but the definition's solid.
I didn't really understand it. A spherical shield around itself. That is
It's a
completely
spherical shield around itself,
so like a. How does a shield go around itself?
Is it 2 shields?
You should have said a spherical shield encompassing an object.
It's like imagine being. It's like a force field.
Oh,
That's what it is. A spherical shield around itself.
Like a turtle shell.
So is it shielding itself? Is the shielding itself?
It's like it's a sphere. So do you know how spheres work?
No, I'm a flat earther at this point, so I don't really know.
It's not circle. It's not flat Stanley. It's circle. It's a circle. A real sphere.
Yeah.
Right.
What's inside of the sphere?
Oh, so it's like a gyroscope, a wheel and a
It's
wheel.
inside of itself. And what's inside is itself.
Concentric spheres.
That's right. And it's completely impenetrable and indestructible to everything.
But it had to be penetrated for another sphere to go in there.
Well, no, it formed. Yeah. And so once it was formed, what was inside could never be, penetrated.
So then, if it's impenetrable, why would there need to be multiple layers?
There's not multiple layers. It's one layer.
Okay.
Itself, what's inside the sphere and the sphere itself.
Okay, I got it. I like this world. This is a fun world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person who discovered it was with his girlfriend, but she was disagreeable. So he said, "That's an also, boo." And she said, "Nah."
You know what? We should give him a point. That was a good story.
All right. We'll give you a
2.33333.
We'll give you a third. So you have 1.6 repeating decimal.
Oh,
Perfect.
Okay. Let's move down to round 8. Clavichord. 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 That's our word. You have to define a clavichord.
Adam, why am I thinking about beef bones?
There are many reasons.
God, really?
Maybe you're hungry.
Is that what asabuco is?
Asabukna.
That's when you turn down the asabuco.
I thought it had like bone marrow in it or something.
That's like a drink, isn't it?
If you drink cow juice.
Also, buco.
Oh, yeah, because ossuary, bone. Also, it must be something like that.
Osobuco or osobuco, also known as obuco a la Milanese, is a specialty of Lombard cuisine of cross veal shanks braised with vegetables. Wine that is white, as well as broth. Sometimes garnished with a little dash of osobuna. So there you go.
No. The word in round 8 is clavichord. Clavichord. 6 definitions. However, 2 of our contestants know what a clavichord is. And those 2 people are Breakmaster Cylinder and Adam Stakoviak. So 3 points to each of you. a default 3, and the rest will play on. So, clavichord, is it the muscular and nervous tissue in between the clavicle and scapula? Or is it an avant-garde type of body modification involving the precise insertion of jewelry through the skin above the clavicle bones, connected by a decorative cord that drapes across the upper chest and shoulders? Or is it a woodwind instrument similar to a clarinet with 14 keys? Or is it a quiet, archaic keyboard instrument with struck strings that's barely audible? There's your 4 definitions, and we start with Matthew.
So we have 2 relatively bodily definitions and then 2 instrument definitions. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the bodily definitions are what? Tissue and muscle around the clavicle, and then some...
Yeah, the muscular and nervous tissue, and then the other one is a body modification involving insertion of jewelry through the skin above the clavicle bones.
Okay. So one's
connected by a decorative cord that drapes across the upper chest and shoulders.
And then the other ones are instruments, one being a wind instrument?
A woodwind instrument similar to a clarinet with 14 keys, and then the other one being a quiet, archaic keyboard instrument with struck strings that are barely audible.
So one's a wind and one's a string instrument.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I don't know. This is a weird one because clavic sounds bony body-y, but then you have chord. That sounds more string instrument like. I'm confused. Can I call a lifeline? How does lifelines work in this game? Do we have any
You
of
can
those?
call me. I'll listen.
You can't talk to these two.
I can't talk to anybody. Okay.
They know what it is.
I'm in between the instrument ones, honestly. I don't know. Clavichord. I'm trying to say it and make maybe my mind somewhere will be like, you've heard this before, Matt, in this context. Have fun. I think I'll just go with not the wind instrument one, the other one. The one that's an instrument, but not
the keyboard instrument.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that one.
All right, there you go. And we skip BMC. We go to John Henry.
I think I'm going to go with the body modification. I think it's a made up word. I think that's might be what it is.
Okay.
Number 2.
And we go now to Angelica.
I'm also thinking that it's an instrument.
Okay, there's 2 instruments to pick from.
BMC got it right?
Right.
I feel like I'm going to think it's musically driven then.
Smart. Or not smart. You
And
decide.
then what was it? What were the 2 options? It was the piano-like shenanigan or...
Correct.
The flute-like thing.
Clarinet, flute.
Clarinet.
Woodwind versus string.
I think it's... And which one did you do, Matthew?
I did the stringed instrument one, yeah.
Can you tell me the definition, the clavichord one? Like the words used?
Can you give me the exact definition?
Wait, what now? Pardon me?
Can you give me the words that you used for
clavichord?
The clavichord musical instrument leaning to.
You want me to give you those 2 definitions again? Okay.
Yes,
one's
please.
a woodwind instrument similar to a clarinet with 14 keys. And the other one's a quiet, archaic keyboard instrument with struck strings, barely audible.
Barely audible.
I'm going to go with the one that Matthew did.
Okay, she's piling on to the strings.
Because Matthew's winning, right?
Correct.
I feel like I trust his intuition.
Well, what is, after all, a clavichord? BMC, do you want to school us? What's a clavichord?
It's like an old piano kind of thingy. It predates the pianoforte and it's harpsichord-like. Thank you.
There you go. You're all welcome. Adam also knew that.
I made my definition up. I had no idea.
Are you serious?
I made it up.
Wait, really?
No way.
What is what was his definition?
A distant relative to the harpsichord that uses keys in a linear arrangement.
Yup.
That's
that's
a very good
pretty much
made-up
the same.
definition.
Pretty
You
good.
guessed.
Yeah, it works for me.
Were you so surprised when you got it right?
I was like, wow.
Did you know what a harpsichord was?
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay, then that
I was
makes
like, I'm gonna
sense.
go with I'm gonna just
Yeah.
Keep it going. Yeah,
Just make it up.
Yeah,
Just make it
I'm
up.
just gonna push it.
Dude, you made it up pretty closely. Close enough that it fooled me. I thought you knew it.
I did, though.
3 points. All right. So, yes, it is the archaic keyboard instrument, which means Matthew and Angelica got it right. So you each get 2.
Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
John Henry picked the body modification, which was Angelica's. So she gets another point there. So lots of points this round, except for me. Angelica got 3, BMC got 3, Adam got 3, Matthew got 2. John Henry and I shut out, which means we have one more round to play because 14-14, you two are tied, Matthew and BMC in first.
Oh, wow.
So this will definitely be the last round unless somebody gets shut out, unless you both get shut out, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And Angelica has 10, John Henry has 10, I have 8, and Adam has 4.6, repeating decimal.
So we have to shut out Matthew and BMC, and the rest of us have to catch up.
Now, I'll give you guys the option for the final round. We can do a typical, another word, or I have another round, which is another give it a goog. We can do that one instead. This will be our last round, I assume. We can pick from those two. Which ones do you want to do?
What was the first one?
Just another word. I can't tell you what the word is because that might soil it, but it's a standard round. Or give it a goog.
Goog.
You guys want to
Is that
goog
the
it?
one where you guess the auto?
That's the autocomplete one, yeah.
It's so hard, but it's also so easy.
I mean, if it says near me at the end, you know. which one it is.
All right, well, we'll do that round. We'll do give it a goog. And the phrase that I began, the words I put in for into google.com incognito window is why is my. And we'll see what we think the autocomplete suggested for the phrase why is my.
And this is PG rated.
This is a family show.
Okay, great. Good to know.
So keep it somewhat relatively.
I would always. I just wanted to clarify.
So y'all want to get together and watch that weird clown movie or what?
July 27th.
Be there.
Hey, I had didn't have bad reviews actually.
He Who Gets Slapped? That was the name?
Yeah, he who gets slapped. This is for all the marbles right here. Unless BMC and Matt both get shut out, and then we have to play the last round, but unlikely.
Come on, marbles.
Now, what if they both score the exact same amount of points? Probably just announce them as co-winners.
Sudden death. Steal them out.
Lightning round.
That's right.
A good lightning round it.
A winner was so much nicer than sudden death.
Yeah, co-winner would be nice. It's like, the communist style. We all win. Participation trophies.
Speaking of all winning, He Who Gets Slapped is in the public domain. You guys.
Oh, really?
We can have our own showing.
That's actually pretty cool.
January 2020 is when it went into the public domain.
Oh, dang.
Oh, it looks really quite creepy.
Yes, that's the only problem.
I'm really not a fan of clowns.
All right, we have all the autocompletes. I surmise that this will be a hard one to identify the correct answer because they're all plausible.
So plausible.
So give it a goog. Why is my potential answer number 1? Computer so slow. Why is my computer so slow? Number 2, why is my eye twitching? Number 3, why is my leg bruised? Number 4, why is my hair falling out? Number 5, why is my poop green? Number 6, why is my pee red?
Oh, it's Christmas.
One of those was the actual autocomplete suggestion. But which one was it? First up this round, John Henry.
Can you read the first 4?
I can read them all. They're fast. Number 1, why is my computer so slow? Number 2, why is my eye twitching? Number 3, why is my leg bruised? Number 4, why is my hair falling out? Number 5, why is my poop green? And number 6, why is my pee red?
I'm going to go with number 1. Google's on the computer. People have computer issues.
Okay, there you go. Number 1. Adam, what about you?
I'm down with the colors. I'm just trying to choose a color.
Pick a color. You like green?
Yeah, I'm going red or green.
Red or
I like
green.
Christmas a lot. It's a good sign. Should I go north or south?
Right. Both of these are concerning. Like if your pee is red or if your poop is green, they're both concerning.
It's Christmas. That's why.
South Pole.
Christmas.
Which one's you going with?
Let's go with the Dookie, huh? Let's go with the Dookie.
There's another show title. Go with the Dookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go
How
with that
about
Duke.
Angelica?
I mean, I feel like my PG definition is a higher bar than I think, because I was thinking that it was going to be excrement related, but that was why I asked, so I didn't put that.
Also, you didn't.
But see, no, I didn't put that because I thought it was not PG. I was unsure. So, but that was my original thought.
Okay.
So I'm also going to go with that one.
Is it with the number 1 or number 2?
The number 2.
Number
the
2.
number 2.
Wait.
The first one you said.
Number 2, the green one.
The green. The
Yes.
green.
Yes, number 2. She's going with number 2, green.
She's going Duke.
Adam's way too excited about this. Okay.
She's following me, man. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm on the right path.
Matthew,
So what do we have here? We have
what do we have? Well, we've got one person pick computer so slow. 2 people have picked poop green.
okay. So we have computer slow, poop green, pea red, something about an eye,
Eye twitching, hair falling out, leg bruised.
hair falling out, leg bruise, eye twitching, pee, poop. Just what is? It's literally everything here is bodily related, which is funny, except for computer.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is what we Google, I guess. Why is my?
It is funny that 2 people already picked the Dookie one though. And
It's gonna be a third
I just
one.
want to I just want to like commutally pick the Dookie one at this
Dookie
point.
pile on.
Oh, it's
going for
communal
the Duke.
dookie.
I'm gonna pile on the poo.
It's a good party.
Pile on the poo. This is a first for us here at Changelog. And hopefully it's a last. Okay, BMC, your final pick here. You gonna pile on the poo?
Computer so slow.
Final answer?
Yes, because it's the last round and you said it first.
Oh, he's playing the meta game, huh?
What a
We'll see if that pays
That went
off.
into my calculus, actually.
Did it?
But then he also
It did.
plans for that, so it's never quite.
Yeah, I randomize the order every round.
Are we split on two this round?
We are. So we have 2 on computer so slow, and we have 3 on poop green. Let me tell you some of the alternates that almost were the top one. Why is my eye twitching? That was actually the number 2 autocomplete suggestion. It was also Adam's guess. So you were very close to hitting it. No one selected it though. But a lot of people are apparently Googling, why is my eye twitching?
I was thinking that myself.
Now, why is my P cloudy? That was the number 3 autocomplete. Why is my P red? That was close, BMC. BMC actually came up with that one.
If your pee is red, that's a problem.
That's
Yeah.
like
like that's a
real.
huge
You're
problem. Like,
bleeding.
go to the
ER.
hospital right now. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of something called beets?
Okay. Do you know how many beets you need to eat?
We love beats around here, BMC.
For
I know all about.
You know all about beats.
Yes. Also getting punched in the kidneys.
Now, the other suggested autocomplete was, why is my poop black?
Ooh.
But the number 1 autocomplete in all of Google, at least for my incognito tab, is, why is my poop green? So Adam, Angelica, and Matt all got it. People got to be figuring out why the poop's
For the
green.
win.
2
Matt for the
points
win.
for Adam, 2 points for Angelica, 2 points for Matthew, and that puts him over the top. But not only that, but why is my computer so slow? Yeah, that was Matt's as well. So you got 2 more points because
Oh my god.
you guys piled onto Matt.
We all pooed piled together.
We
It's
did.
great.
So he got 4 points that round?
He got 4 points. Adam gets 2. Angelica gets 2. That puts him over the requisite 15 with 18 points. Matthew Sanabria is our pound to find winner. Congrats, Matt.
Is that the ultimate number? I feel like 18's high.
It's about as high as you can get because 15 is the winning amount and you have to go over. So, good job, Matthew. You have any final words before we call it a show? I know we've kept you all here a long time.
We should all go see He Who Gets Slapped. I think that's the takeaway here. We should all do it.
We should have like a,
Wait.
what are those things called when you stream it all at the same time?
Yeah, stream party.
Co-stream party.
Just entertain me, Jerry. Read my definition again for that one.
For you who gets slapped.
Yes.
In a world where hand gestures have gone too far, a group of friends vowed to change things and restore the old ways of simple handshakes and high fives.
Say,
Noble.
that's good stuff.
Man.
That'd be a good movie.
I feel like if it had been released this year, that would be it.
Well, you know. He who gets slapped.
Kind of gives away the ending in the title, you know?
Yeah, it kind of does.
I did learn a lot of new words coming onto this show. I feel like it was an educational show.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for, is to educate. That's why we play this game, just pure education. There's no faster way, actually, to learn.
There is no faster way.
Than this. So I feel like my cheeks hurt. I've been smiling too much. I'm like, I need to do some like exercises because my cheeks hurt.
So the Googles were basically money and bodily function, and then AI was just AI.
AI is always just AI.
Yeah, AI is just AI.
That was what was it? Something core. What was it again?
Oh yeah, it was like Neuroforge, I think.
Neuroforge. Yeah, it's like Source Forge, but not.
It actually sounded a lot like Neuralink to me, which maybe that's where it got it from. You know, a device implanted in the cerebral cortex. Sounds like Neuralink, something they're up to.
I also learned that clearly I didn't have a childhood because I didn't know what Oobleck was.
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, as much as I would love to stay and do more, I'm not.
All right,
It's over
that
for me.
is our game. Congrats to our winner, Matthew. Thank you, BMC, Angelica, John Henry, everybody for joining us. This has been an absolute riot. There are other Pound to Find game shows in the feed. Go find them if you enjoyed this. You can listen to other ridiculous games. And you can also find other games that aren't just Pound to Find. Front End Feud, Go for Say, JS Danger, other such things at changelog.com/topic/games. That's all for this week. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we'll talk to you on the next one.
Buy the beats.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. Bye, BMC.
Bye.
Bye. Buy his album.
Bye, bye.
Buy his music.
Yeah.
Buy my music.
Bye, bye.
Hire
It
him.
sounds great, I bet.